Alright, so if you are the kind of person who likes to keep GPS, or better known as location services, switched off on your phone, and then you find it annoying to switch it back on whenever you want to use Google Maps or Android Auto, well, let me show you a little automation trick with modes and routines. So head on into the settings of your phone and then modes and routines. Inside, tap on the routines tab and hit the plus button. Now under if, you want to add the trigger for switching on the location, and that's gonna be maps. So scroll down and head on into apps opened and select maps and done. And feel free to add any other apps that you want to this list. For example, Uber uses location and I take Uber all the time, so I'm also gonna add Uber to this list. Additionally, you also want to add Android Auto to this, so we will add one more condition, which is gonna be Android Auto. Just search for Android and it's gonna pop right up. Make sure that this is set to connected and done. Now before we proceed, make sure to set this to when any condition below is met. Otherwise, location won't turn on if you launch Maps or Uber. So next, under then, we want to tell the phone to switch on the location. So look for location and then select on and done. Now save your routine by giving it a name, and that's it. The routine is now set. So check this out. Right now the location is switched off, and now what we are gonna do is launch Google Maps. And you'll see that once we do, the location will also switch on automatically, and it will switch off automatically when we close Google Maps. So there you go. And the same is gonna happen when you connect your phone to your car stereo to use Android Auto. So location will be on while Android Auto is running, and the location will automatically switch off when you turn your car off, as you can see. Now you see how useful this little automation trick is. I've also noticed that the phone overheats while using Android Auto. The temperatures climb well over 40 degrees, which is kind of bad for the battery. This only happens when the phone is charging, so the main culprit is fast charging. So to prevent overheating, we can edit the auto location routine that we just made, and we're gonna add another action. It's gonna be under battery, and we're gonna switch off fast charging, and then go ahead and save the routine. And yes, this does make a difference. It makes the phone run a little cooler at the cost of fast charging. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is automate the screen rotation settings so that the screen auto rotates only when you are using media consumption apps like YouTube, Netflix, or while using the gallery. The reason why we are doing this is because auto rotate can be very annoying, especially if you are using the phone in bed. Yeah, that is exactly why I keep auto rotate switched off, but it's also useful having it on for media consumption apps. Alright, so to set this up, once again you want to head on into modes and routines. Make sure that you're in the routines tab and hit the plus button. Now the trigger for this routine is once again gonna be under apps opened. So here you want to add the apps for which you want the screen to auto rotate. I'm gonna add media apps like YouTube, Netflix, and gallery, but feel free to add anything else that you want. So next, under then, we're gonna head on into display, and here tap on screen orientation and set this to auto rotate, and done. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. And now go ahead and save your routine and also give it a name and select an icon. So right now you can see that I've got auto rotate switched off, but if I launch YouTube and then rotate the phone to landscape, you'll see that the screen also auto rotates, and same deal with the gallery. But the screen is not gonna auto rotate while you are doing other things like browsing the web and also while texting. And that is gonna be very useful. Alright, so I usually keep my phone on Do Not Disturb because I get a lot of spam and promotional calls. But it's also important for me to pick up the phone for specific contacts like for family and important friends. So using routines, we can have the phone set up in such a way so that it rings for specific contacts but stays silent for unknown numbers and everyone else. Let me show you how to set this up. Alright, so once again, modes and routines, routines tab, and hit the plus button. Now this time under if, you want to look for incoming calls, so it's gonna be at the bottom. Here it is, tap here and then tap on specific callers. And now from your phone book, you want to add the contacts for which you want the phone to ring. So here you can add your family contacts and close friends. After selecting the contacts, tap on done. Next, under then, you want to head on into sounds and vibrations, then sound mode and volume. Select the sound option and turn up the ringtone. Set the ringtone volume according to what you feel comfortable, and done. And lastly, we are also going to double check what happens when you are done with the call. So this is set to go back to the previous state of volume, which is perfect. So finally, save the routine, give it a name and set the icon. So check this out, the phone is gonna ring when I call from a number which was on the list, but it's gonna stay silent for the number that isn't on the list, as you can see. So this is gonna be very useful if you don't wanna get disturbed and only wanna take phone calls from people who you actually know. Also, if you keep the ringtone volume on, then this routine is gonna function as a dual volume routine. So this allows you to have a separate volume level for the people who are on the list. So as an example, we can crank up the volume for the routine, and for everyone else, we can turn down the ringtone volume. So quick demonstration, this number is not on the list and the ringtone volume is quite low. But if you get a phone call with someone on the list, then the phone is gonna be nice and loud so that you don't miss out on their incoming call. So yeah, this is like a dual purpose routine, absolutely awesome and super useful. Now, one more useful routine is having the phone stay unlocked as long as it is connected to the home wireless network. So you can see that I'm able to unlock the phone with just a single swipe, no fingerprint or password. But if we disconnect the phone from our home Wi-Fi network, you'll see that it now asks for our biometrics. And as an added bonus, as long as the phone remains connected to the home Wi-Fi network, the routine is also going to disable the mobile data so that apps like YouTube or Netflix do not use my precious 5G data. Alright, so in modes and routines, you want to hit the plus button, and then under if, you want to select Wi-Fi network, and here you want to add your home wireless network. I'm going to add the one that I'm already connected to. So there you go. Next, make sure that this is set to connected, and this setting, check network name only, should be switched off, which it is, and done. Now under then, you can see that the phone is already auto suggesting us to select unlock option, which is what we are gonna pick. We've also got the option to automatically switch off the mobile data, but you only want to add this if you have a limited 5G data plan, or else you can have your mobile data switched on all the time. So after saving the routine, you're gonna see that your phone stays unlocked as long as you're at home, and it's gonna go back to normal when you're outside, not connected to your home's wireless network. Alright, so you might have noticed that the camera makes this shutter sound whenever you take a photo. And this is something that you cannot switch off through the camera settings. However, if you put the phone on Do Not Disturb, you will notice that the camera shutter sound also switches off. Did you notice there was no camera shutter sound? And it's such a pain to toggle the Do Not Disturb on and off every time you want the camera to be on silent. So let me show you how to automate this using routines. So in modes and routines, hit the plus button, and under if, we're gonna scroll down to apps opened, and here we're gonna add the camera app. So just like that. Now under then, it's already suggesting do not disturb. So we are gonna select this on and then done. Now we're gonna save the routine as usual, give it a name and an icon. So quick demonstration, you can see that do not disturb is switched off, but if we launch the camera and then take a photo, you'll notice that there is not going to be any shutter sound. That's because the phone automatically goes into do not disturb whenever you launch the camera, which also mutes the shutter sound. And once you quit the camera, the volume is going to go back to normal. So yeah, super useful routine, but keep in mind that if you live in a country where there is a law which requires the phone to make the camera shutter sound, well then this method is not gonna work for obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm curious, so let me know in the comments if this method worked out for you. We can also have the phone automatically switch on the power savings mode when the battery drops to a certain percentage. So let me show you how to set this up by going into modes and routines, and once again we are gonna create a new routine. So under if, you want to search for battery level. So scroll down and here you'll find the battery level. Here you want to type in the battery percentage at which the power saver mode should automatically switch on. Let's set this to 40% and this should be set to below, and we are gonna save this. One more thing we're gonna add over here is the charging status. So scroll down and it's gonna be over here. And we're gonna set this to not charging. So next, under then, we are gonna add the power saver which the phone is already suggesting us. Set this to on and then add. Now, one more thing that we can add is head on into connections, then network mode, and set this to LTE preferred. This is gonna switch off 5G when the power saver mode is on, which allows you to save even more battery. But this is an optional step. So now go ahead and save the routine. So now you'll notice that the phone automatically switches on the power saver mode when the battery level drops to below what you've set in the routines. And the power saver mode will automatically limit the CPU power to 70%, set the screen refresh rate to 60 Hz, switch off always on display, and turn off 5G to save power. So this is gonna be extremely useful. And speaking of power saver, let me show you a little automation trick to save some power while you're asleep. Alright, so we'll create a new routine and the trigger to start the power saver is gonna be sleeping. So you wanna search and add sleeping because this lets the phone automatically detect when it's not being used. So next, under then, we can add a couple of things starting with the power saver mode which the phone is already auto suggesting us. So in addition to the power saver, we can also head on into connections, network mode, and select LTE only. This is going to make sure that the phone switches over to 4G while you're asleep. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to have the phone completely disconnected from the internet while you're asleep, then you can have the phone automatically switch off both the mobile data and also Wi-Fi. Believe it or not, a lot of people actually do disconnect their phones from the internet while they are sleeping. So you do have an option to automate this. Anyways, once you are done, you can go ahead and save the routine. And if we check the phone in the middle of the night, you can see that the power saver is on and also the phone is disconnected from 5G. And if we continue using the phone, you'll notice that it goes back to normal. So yeah, super useful routine. Make sure that you set this up. Alright, so I'm gonna unlock the phone with my fingerprint and watch what happens. Did you see that effect? So that is the unlock edge lighting. And if you wanna set this up, you wanna head on into modes and routines, then once again, routines, and hit the plus button. Now here, you wanna search for unlock with fingerprint. And there it is. Now I've got only one fingerprint stored, but if you have multiple, then pick the one that you usually unlock your phone with. Alright, so next, under then, you want to head on into effects and then select edge lighting once and pick the effect that you want to see when you unlock your phone. I'm gonna pick the basic effect because I've already got the glitter effect for notifications, and you can also change its colors and customize it as you want. And then go ahead and save your routine. And that's it. Now you're gonna see the effect whenever you unlock your phone, and that looks absolutely awesome. And with that, we're gonna wrap the video up. And as always, if you have found the video to be useful, make sure to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel because I've got plenty of tutorials on Samsung smartphones. Anyways, this is Tech Guy Charlie signing off.